Church bells have rung out across the country and gun salutes have been fired in memory of Queen Elizabeth. Katrina Pooley from Bath stopped to listen to the bell at Wills Memorial Building in Bristol. She told us how she will remember the Queen.
Her dedication to service, the fact that she was always there for everybody, and she was always smiling. I was watching the television last night and I just thought some of those pictures that she had, and she was always there. She was smiling, and I think that was a great way to remember her.
On this Friday afternoon, a Friday like no other on BBC Radio Bristol. I'm delighted Kim in Speedwell joins me and you live on BBC Radio Bristol. Good afternoon, Kim.
Good afternoon.
How are you feeling about all of this?
Really, really shocked. Yesterday I was listening to the news and when they said the announcement at 6:30, I just was quite floored, really. So I met the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh on their Silver Jubilee tour, and they were visiting Hackney Town Hall, and I literally skipped school. So I stood in the crowd barriers right at the front because that was my aim to actually meet them. So I skipped school. And they got out and they were shaking people's hands, and the Duke of Edinburgh said to me, "Have you been waiting long?" I said, "Yes, quite a long time." And I was still in my school uniform, so he gave me that look. And then the Queen walked past and was just smiling and shaking hands. And I was also fortunate enough in my second year at work to be invited to a garden party. So I saw them again there as well.
Amazing.
So quite a momentous day, really, yesterday.
Amazing,
definitely.
amazing.
Yeah.
How old were you when you skipped school, when you went to Hackney Town Hall?
So I'm just trying to figure out my age. So I was 15 at the time.
15?
Yeah.
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
So I just stood there hoping no one would notice I'd gone missing.
Did you get into trouble at home?
No, I explained to my mum and she was okay about it, thank goodness. So I didn't get into trouble. Because I did literally just skip school, so yeah, definitely. I won't forget that trip as long as I live, really. Yeah.
I bet you remember it forever. What are they like then, close up? I mean, she had a radiant smile, a beautiful smile, a glamorous woman in many ways. What were they like close up?
Yeah, very, very. Can I say he was dashing, smiling at everybody, and she just had an amazing smile. So, and I was literally so close to them. I was literally in the front of the barriers and they were walking past. I was thinking, I cannot believe I'm that close. And they were just radiating happiness and, general good humour, really, and interested in everybody around them. Definitely, yeah.
And you went on your own, or did you go with some buddies from school?
I went with some school friends, so there were quite a few of us, and I think that the headmaster probably realised that he probably knew where we were, so, yeah, because the school was literally 7 minutes walk from the town hall, so we just all abandoned the school, so...
Well done, you. Well done, you.
Yeah.
And then you were in their company again at a garden party.
I did, yeah.
How many years later was that, and how different were they? Were they very different?
Yeah, very different. And that was in 1982. I literally started work in 1980, and I was invited to a garden party.
Why were you invited, by the way? What was the reason that you were invited, not me? Oh, I seem to have lost Kim. We'll get Kim back, I'm sure. I need to know the answer as to why she went to the garden party and I didn't. That's quite a privilege, not just once, but twice in the close-up presence of royalty. Hackney Town Hall, bunked off school, and she met them, saw them, had words with them. They had words with her, I should say. And then 1982, Kim went to the garden party. Hopefully we can get Kim back on the show and she can tell us exactly how and why she was at Buckingham Palace for a garden party. But coming your way later on the programme here on BBC Radio Bristol, we'll be at Buckingham Palace. James Alexander, he's there legally. He's supposed to be there. He's reporting for the BBC at Buckingham Palace. We'll chat with him at 3:30. Disappointing news. Kim has disappeared into the ether, not quite sure why. Mobile phones are good when they work, more frustrating when they don't work. We'll endeavour, though, to get her back at some point. We're here for a few hours here this afternoon. It was quite a tale she was telling. We need to get the full details, so hopefully we can reconnect the mobile phone network with Kim in Speedwell and get more information as to why she was at that garden party. If you just got the sense of the joy that she's got and had ever since when she was 15 years young and played truant at school and went to Hackney Town Hall in the front row and met the royals as they went past. BBC Radio Bristol chatting live with James Alexander. He's at Buckingham Palace in the next 7 minutes or so. Delighted we've reconnected with Kim in Speedwell. She was 15 years young when she played truant off school, went in her uniform to Hackney Town Hall, and there they were in front of her very eyes, the Queen and Prince Philip. Also, Kim, great to have you back. I just lost you as I was asking you why and how did you get an invite to a garden party in 1982?
Okay, so I'm a civil servant, and like in my second year of working, our boss asked if there was anybody that liked to nominate people to go to the garden party. My boss nominated me, and I was lucky enough to be invited. So I had to borrow a hat from my sister because I didn't have a hat. So I travelled. I was working in Whitehall at the time, so it wasn't too far for me to go. Quite nervous, obviously, walking through the main gates of the palace and walking through the middle of the Buckingham Palace to go onto the grass and just standing there and just mingling with people. When the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh came out, they played the national anthem and we all just stood to attention, and they were walking past. Literally, I was just standing there again thinking, this is a pinch me moment, and she looks really, really glamorous, and so did her husband. So I was quite lucky to see them twice, really. Yeah, within close proximity.
Wonderful recall. Thanks for sharing. And when you go officially invited to a garden party, are there certain protocols that are explained to you that you got to adhere to?
Yeah. So you're not allowed to speak to her. You've got to stand back. And there's people in front of you making sure that you don't approach her. And if she talks to you, you wait for her to talk to you. You don't talk to her. So, but she didn't speak to me. And I saw Prince Charles as well. And Princess of Wales, she walked past me as well. I'm just standing there trying to keep my mouth shut, really, because just all these glamorous royals going past me, and I'm like thinking, this is a pinch me moment. But you weren't allowed to talk to them. They had to talk to you. And then they just mingled, and then everybody sort of broke up into little groups, and we just all wandered off to where the tea was being served, and they were just somewhere else. But yeah. So in the gardens at Buckingham Palace, quite astonishing, really. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You must feel privileged to have experienced this.
Oh, very, very privileged indeed. Yeah. So yes, they was quite a sad day, really. So yeah.
Extraordinary lady, wasn't she? I mean,
yeah,
96 years of age, 70 years, that's all of my life and some more. She was like I don't know, I've been trying to, for my own thoughts on this, which I haven't shared, but I will. She was like a kind of comfort blanket, like an extended member of the family that was always there. I don't know, it's hard to really put into words. I don't know how you feel, but explain what the Queen meant to you and means to you.
So basically, I mean, like a lot of other people, I've only ever known the Queen as head of state, and so she meant a lot for me. And basically, because I'm a servant, a civil servant, so I serve the government. So quite upset. So working today, working from home, but she is just been there through so much and has seen so many changes and has guided us and has always been there for us. So very sad day indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Kim, it's been wonderful chatting with you and hearing your amazing experiences. You must feel blessed to have been in the company so close twice.
I do, definitely, yes.
You take great care. You take great care, but I really appreciate you sharing it with us. Fascinating, and really enjoyed the conversation. Take care, won't you?
Thank you so much. You too. Thank you.
Absolute
Bye-bye.
pleasure.
Bye.
Take care. That's Kim in Speedwell. Amazing experience, not once but twice, in the very close proximity of the Queen and Prince Philip. Queen Elizabeth II, of course, died at Balmoral, aged 96 yesterday. Came to the throne in 1952. 70 years she reigned. King Charles III is the new monarch. He will address the nation later. It'll come your way on BBC Radio Bristol, joining Simon Pride at 5:45 for that speech. Also a remembrance service at St Paul's. That's all coming your way here on BBC Radio Bristol later this afternoon. Live to Buckingham Palace very shortly, our reporter James Alexander will join us, describe the scenes that are going on and went on earlier when King Charles arrived in London.